Namaste and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Gina, where I encourage you to live from your soul. My name is Gina. Today I am talking to you about the loneliness that comes with the spiritual path. This has been something that I have been ruminating on quite a bit. Because I feel that this is something that is commonly experienced as we embark upon our spiritual journeys of awakening and liberation, okay? The first thought that comes to mind as I assess the prevalence of loneliness on the spiritual path is that we were always lonely anyways. The path is only highlighting that. So what do I mean by that? Well, I know, at least from my experiences, and it may not resonate with everyone, but I grew up feeling very, different from everyone around me, in my family, and my friend groups. There was just always this innate sense of loneliness. And so the challenge, or what I'm saying here, is basically that the spiritual path, in my opinion, has only highlighted those previous events in my life of that innate loneliness. So awakening to the fact that it's just not the spiritual path that is causing that, but rather it's something that I have experienced all throughout my life. Like, I would say, as long as I can remember, I've always felt pretty lonely as an individual. And it also ties into, of course, trauma. And more specifically, not bonding properly with the mother or father. But I specifically focus in on the mother. And that is because I believe the mother is our primary source of imprint, meaning her energy imprints on us because we are literally in her physical body. And I believe that we get a lot of our root chakra imprint from the mother. So the loneliness of the spiritual path also goes back to, possibly for many people, lack of relationship with the mother, lack of bonding, emotional connection with the mother, whether the mother was physically there, financially there, mentally there. There seems to be, again, if you are experiencing loneliness on the spiritual path, something with the mother, and that means the father inherently, but in my opinion, the mother is the most important for the child, but it's also highly connected to the father as well. All right, and so the last reason why you are experiencing loneliness is that you are being called to transmute it through awakening and liberation. So experiencing loneliness on the spiritual path, I think literally it just comes with the territory, because we are here to awaken ourselves and we are here to liberate ourselves, and so it's our job, it's our task to do that. And this kind of segues into the idea of having community, and being around like-minded souls. And I know my attachment style. It's the avoidant attachment style. Well, basically I avoid connection altogether. But I also feel, on the flip side, it's like this delicate tightrope line walk between, aligning with souls that truly resonate with the core of your being, versus just settling for people who display surface level similarities, but really there are core differences. And for me, in my personal community, I look for people that we have strong core values that are similar. And that doesn't eliminate a lot of people, but we have to think that if we've been feeling lonely ever since, you know, our childhoods, at least in my case, ever since childhood, you kind of grew up with a different core, I would say, than anyone else. And again, this is a very dualistic view, by the way. When you extrapolate yourself from your human experience and you go out, it becomes very non-dualistic. It becomes, you know, everyone is you. It becomes just something different. But right now we're talking about something that's more dualistic. So yes, as we are acquiring this community, as we are looking for souls that this person behind me is driving so crazy. Anyways, looking for souls that you know, truly resonate with the core of our beings. In my opinion, that's the difference between a thriving community and a community that fails. But ultimately, you know, all is one, you know. And so it's like, you know, keeping the vision to where all can coexist simultaneously, but also understanding that we are in the land of duality. And so aligning with souls that, again, have similar core values, that hold a similar core frequency, is going to be really beneficial. And so really, loneliness on the spiritual path is something that you have to embrace. And just understanding that this is not the first time that you felt lonely. You probably felt lonely in your childhood. You probably felt lonely, disconnected from your parents, from your peers, from your friends. So the spiritual path is only going to bring that to the forefront, to the surface, and it will ask you to heal. And I know for me, I've been, again, called to be in more community, but my thing is, it really has to feel good. It really has to align. It really has to light me up. And then it's also the difference between, you know, allowing it in once you found it. Because I would say I haven't found it yet, at least not in my local place, you know, maybe one place, and I've been resisting. But other than that, just really, again, like, being, in my opinion, you have to be extremely discriminatory, and you have to exercise discernment. And I almost want to say extreme discernment, but discernment in and of itself is good. You don't have to be extreme with it because it is discernment, you know. But exercising discrimination and discernment when you are allowing people into your energetic field, because I know for me personally, I'm impacted by the people I am around, you know. People's energy, it influences me, and I hate it. I hate it, but I guess I have to become stronger empath, so I don't allow so much in, but also desensitizing myself from being around people as well. So yeah, that is it. That is loneliness on the spiritual path. Why is it? What causes it? You know, and the antidote, of course, being sitting with it and truly, at the end of the day, finding community. But I feel that, you know, you should be around people that add value to your life, and people can like your energy but not add value to your life and feel like they're adding value to your life. All right, so that is all that I have today. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, leave a comment down below. If you want to work with me personally, Whispers of the Soul, enrollment is now open for my one-to-one mentorship program, which is, again, Whispers of the Soul. I also have tarot course that is now live, The Secret Language of the Tarot, and I also have my chakra course coming soon, and it may or may not be up actually by the time I post this. So thank you so much. Namaste.